All right, Freedom family, welcome back. Now we're back on the West Coast. West Coast is on fire right now. And this gentleman has actually moved past the first level of Get 3 as a founder and now in the residual column, right? So he's a founder 600. That's an extra $600 a month added to his household. And he can use that to actually trade with, right? Or whatever he wants to do with it. So I'm excited to actually introduce this gentleman and congratulate him. Congratulations as well in order. Mr. Will Stirrup, how you doing today, sir?
I'm doing outstanding, Mr. Rambus, and yourself?
I'm absolutely fantastic. I love the affirmations on the wall: grind, execution, and hustle. So congrats again on hitting Founder 600. You got it done. And now it's all about empowering other people to do the same thing. So tell everybody out there in YouTube world a little bit about yourself, and then we'll talk more about the Epic project. But your name, your background, you know, where you're from, and all that good stuff.
All right. Well, first off, my name is Will Stirrup. I was born and raised in Miami, Florida, so I'm used to warm climates, which pretty much, lets everybody know why I'm here in California. I grew up there. I did a stint in the military, traveled around uh, just about any place from hot to cold places, and I got introduced to the home-based business through a project called Amway. That was my first. I like to say I'm like a retread because I actually joined that company twice when they changed the name.
You ain't by
To quit.
yourself. I did too. I joined it twice.
So
Yeah.
it was a lot of us out there that did that, just looking for more opportunities. And then I did a little bit of time in the insurance industry with a company called A.L. Williams,
Mm-hmm.
and I sold some insurance for a while. I basically got hooked on the entrepreneurship and the freedom of having your own business. And
Mm-hmm.
then I learned later, I took a little hiatus, and then I later learned that it was more advantageous to do it because of the tax advantage. So I ran on that for a long time, and then I came back into the industry in the travel space. And that was where the burn began. I began to earn more money than I had ever earned in the home based business, got some huge tax write offs. And of course, I stayed in that industry for like 9.5 years.
Oh, okay.
Uh, I really enjoyed the travel part of it. And then once I left that, I just transitioned over to the Forex. I was looking for Forex for quite some time. I've been for about 2 or 3 years.
Mm.
People kept trying to talk to me about it. I didn't really listen, but I did want to know more about it. But I was a little bit afraid because it was a new territory. So
Mm-hmm.
once I got introduced to it, I loved it. And then we went from one project to the next project. So I had joined IML, left there, went to the next company, ended up in Epic, and Epic is Epic. I mean, what else can I say? I'm loving it here, learning the trade. Platform is very easy to understand. I I
Mm-hmm.
say to people, it's almost like coming in at a fourth grade level and go up. So that's how I ended up here, and I'm enjoying the ride.
Absolutely. And you have a very extensive background in entrepreneurship because, you know, your if you joined A.L. Williams and Amway, you really have the foundation, right, of the industry because those are two of the pioneers, billion-dollar brands, right? Some of the first companies to actually become billion-dollar companies. And if you know, like I know, right, that the people who were in those companies in the beginning, right, their families will never want for money, right? Because there were some people who took advantage of that timing of being part of those projects very early on. And that's kind of like where we are here with Epic, right? We're at the beginning stages of a company that could be a billion-dollar legacy brand in a $1 trillion industry. So kind of tell me what got you excited, not just the skill set, but when you looked at Epic overall, what made you say this is definitely something I want to pull the trigger on?
Well, like I said earlier, I was interested in Forex and I wanted to learn, but previously I wasn't learning anything. But when I looked at this platform in the leadership, I'm very familiar with the leadership with Mr. Spencer Iverson and Mark Sterling, David McCovey, the whole leadership team. And then when you add the learning aspect that Coach Max brings to the table, I mean, game over. I mean, what else can you ask for? Um, Along with that, I love the camaraderie that we have and the ability to help others. See, one of the things that I've learned over the years, it's not about yourself. It's not about me so much as it is to helping others. And it kind of pains me a little bit when I share it with individuals that don't see it. I talk to my friend here on the West Coast all the time. We're very close. And I always say, he said, "Well, you always say this." I said, if they see what we see, then they'll do what we do.
Mm.
See, they don't know what we know. And since I'm on the inside, behind the curtain, so to speak, now I really have a more of drive to get out there and actually share this with people. I just give them a little gentle nudge. I don't stay on them all the time, but I do have a passion for helping people and then to free my family as well.
Yeah, and that's really that's very honorable, right? Somebody who has a vision and um willing to, be the martyr, if you will. We'll step out and do what we got to do to lead the masses who might not have that vision, right? And that's one of the things I love about this industry, because the visionaries are usually the leaders that show us possible. And then once you create the results, people want to follow, right? They don't even have to have the vision, but when they see you and your results, they just follow. And so I know your results are already starting at Founder 600. I know it's just a pit stop on the way to the Comma Club.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir. So kind of speak to those who are outside looking in, maybe even some of your team members who joined you to, help you get to Founder 600. I know they're right behind you on your heels. What would you say to those people who are either, just getting started or looking to, add some kind of revenue stream to their household and looking at Epic for the first time? What would you say to those folks?
I would say to those folks, don't quit, number one,
Mm,
because you never lose, you only quit. When you quit,
mm,
that's where the losing starts, but if you can just get involved in the company, plug into the culture, give yourself a chance because the platform is just huge. And if you could just take a little time, listen to your sponsor or your upline or your team members. Don't listen to outsiders. Put the blinders on. Plug in. And if you don't quit and put one foot in front of the other and keep going forward, uh, it'll catch up with you. You know, you just put in the work and just don't quit. So I would say, if you made an investment in yourself, which is what we're doing, we're investing in ourselves, and the knowledge that we gain from this is you can't really put a price tag on it. So that's kind of it. And you see my affirmations back there. I wake up in the morning, Mr. Rambus, and I
uh,
walk out. That's the first thing I see: hustle, grind, and execute. And I do that every single day, sir. Back to you.
I appreciate you, sir. That's phenomenal stuff. And it's a great example of, again, what leadership does is be the example for those behind us. So I appreciate you, sir. I'll look forward to seeing you in that Founder 1000 video real soon. And of course, I'll let you have the rest of your day, sir, because I know you got to go execute.
And hustle and grind. So I got to do them all three. I can't do one. To make a cake, you got to have egg, flour, and milk, right? You leave out one of those ingredients, you don't have a cake.
The whole result changes. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Absolutely. So I appreciate. And first of all, I want to say something before I go. I'd like to thank you, sir, for all of your help along the way. You've been there every time I call. Uh, I know you've been driving a few times, and you would take time and respond to my message, and I totally, 100,000% appreciate you, sir. So salute.
My pleasure, sir. Listen, I just want to see everybody win. And in the process, I get all my trophies and awards watching folks level up. So I got the best seat in the house. I say it all the time. I get to interview everybody on their rise to stardom. So I appreciate you, sir. I honor your commitment. And we locked arms, brother, all the way to epic.
Absolutely. I'm going to put a comma in it
Yes,
real
sir. Let's
soon.
get it. All right,
All right.
sir. Have a great day. Talk to you soon.
Thank you.